Hey guys, welcome back to Reserved Investments on YouTube. And it is controversial video topic time. I haven't done a video like this in a while. I'm not attacking anybody when I do videos like this. I'm keeping all names that I'm going to mention in this video anonymous. Please don't take offense if you are part of this particular talking point that I'm going to present to you today. A lot of you guys reach out to me and you ask the question, Sean, why don't you like online collecting forums? What is it with you? Why do you have something against a lot of these forums that deal with pop culture-based collectibles? And for the record, the type of collectibles that I'm talking about are video games, comic books, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, vintage toys, anything of that nature that is along the collectible side of the trade. Now, to be fair to all my critics out there, there are certain coin collecting forums that are better than others. There are certain antique dedicated collecting forums that are better than others. For the most part, my problem with a lot of collecting forums is that because they are geared towards market manipulation and also speculation, they become an echo chamber for all the Timmies, Kimmies, and Poindexters out there to parrot untrue talking points about how the antiques and collectibles trade operates over the short term and over the long term. Now, with that being said, there are some good people on some of these collecting forums, and even the most speculative collecting forum out there does have its fair share of very knowledgeable, very respectable individuals that really do care about the markets in which they serve. I do want to give a shout out. There are certain people on the CGC comic collecting forums at present time that I have a lot of respect for. And unfortunately, I have to say this as well. There's also a lot of people on that forum that I don't have as much respect for simply because they get caught up in the hype. They keep repeating these false truths about these markets over the short term and also about how these markets work over the long term. Well, case in point, there is a post that I am going to read to you almost verbatim that was presented on one of these pop culture collecting forums, and it was not on the CGC comic collecting site. And if you are this individual, please forgive me for quoting you. I am not going to say your username. Don't worry. I'm also not going to state the name of this forum. Again, I'm not trying to pick a fight with anybody, but I am going to point out what happens when you go on these forums and you speak the truth. If you want really to be hated in this world, all you have to do is speak the truth. So this is on a popular collectible card game forum. That's all I'm going to state. The post reads, I'm not going to state the title, but the post reads, I preference the start of this thread being, in my opinion, so nobody thinks any of this is factual and this is just my 2 cents. I know this topic is a buzzkill to most people on this forum, but I like to keep it real, and you can insult me all you want in the comments below. I think the trading card world is starting to get on the same level as a pyramid scheme. The companies at the top are making bank, and the resellers are somewhere in the middle. The end customers are the ones that are most likely to be hurt the most. The hobby is being taken over by adults who are mostly in it for the money. People think they are going to be rich by doing exactly what everyone else is doing, which is buying cards today and holding them long term, something that people really didn't do in the past. I see this happening in every single collectible card game, no less. Yu-Gi-Oh! With Starlight Rares, Magic the Gathering with collector's boxes, and even outside of collectible card games, with video games now having collector's editions and even Funko Pops. It's all going to be like Beanie Babies, more than likely. Most collectibles don't accumulate in value when everyone is doing the same thing with them. The Honus Wagner baseball card didn't get to over $1 million since everyone bought up baseball cards and sent them to PSA back in the day. Obviously, back then, PSA did not exist. I don't see most of these modern cards being worth much in the future since too many people are preserving them. Very few people held boxes of base sets back in the day since the hobby was mostly for kids and kids opened them. There has to be organic attrition for a collectible to increase drastically in value. If people are hoarding and holding warehouses of this stuff, it won't ever be valuable. Now I'm going to stop there because I just want to state this person really gets it. This person is on to something. And again, I don't know this person from Adam. I never even looked up any of his other posts. For all I know, this dude could be a total idiot aside from this one post, but this one post shows me that he understands what is happening in the modern era collectibles market. He wrote one more paragraph that I'm going to read out loud. Then I'm going to present some of the responses that he got on this same forum, and we're going to talk about this in depth. He goes on to state, and with the rise of social media, you have these influencers all over the internet pushing what a great idea it is to invest in this stuff. Most of these people are just manipulating the market to sell this stuff. And what is sad is that people believe it and dump tons of money into it. Even though the people running the YouTube channels or the Instagram pages are the only ones really benefiting. Everyone else is just at the bottom of the pyramid getting suckered in, thinking they will be rich someday, but they will not. This is gospel, my friends. Now, this premiered on a forum, and as usual, you can imagine what type of responses he got, if he got responded to at all. So I'm going to just present to you the responses in this thread, and I want you to listen carefully. This is how a lot of these collecting forums treat people that have a different opposing opinion for what the forum is supposed to be putting out there. Remember, most forums exist solely to serve market manipulators and market makers. Very few forums dedicated to the overall antiques and collectibles trade actually teach people vital information. And again, there are people out there. I'm not picking on this one forum. I know the forum that I'm using in this example, which will not be named, does have its fair share of good people on it. I've interacted with them. They've shared my videos on this particular forum to both people who like the content that I produce and, of course, people who are critical of it. So here's the responses that this person got. Yes, there are bad apples doing exactly what you're saying. You'll find, though, that most of these people, even investing on here, are not investing in modern era products. 2 cents isn't worth much. I would put more thought into what you say to add more value. Can't even buy a base set Weedle for 2 cents. Do you see where this is going, guys? This is how people treat people who actually get it and who are aware. This is basically your third thread on this topic. Each time I have directed you to the appropriate section of the forum to post this, which you have ignored. Failure to follow the most basic rules of the forum will result in a ban. And that was from a moderator. And that's the last post, the last comment on this spectacular piece. So because he's not going along with the interests of the overall forum, this particular individual is likely to get banned simply for telling the truth as to how these markets work. Congratulations, speculators. Congratulations, hype-driven market manipulators. Congratulations, Timmies, Kimmies, and Poindexters. This is the online world that you have created, where when somebody comes along and actually has a moment of enlightenment and shares the truth, you can't handle that, so you need to shut it down. 20 to 40 years from now, I'm here to tell you, a lot of you guys that are right now investing in this overproduced modern pieces of cardboard or modern produced video games, you are going to take a bath. And this little dude here, who I don't even know personally, who put this post on this forum, pretty much got laughed at and told by a moderator that he posted it in the wrong thread, knows more about these markets than a lot of you out there. So I hope this helps sum up why I don't want to join your little online collecting clique that is all full of hype, market manipulation, and complete fallacy. Why you guys spend all your money on little pieces of cardboard, little microchips, little vinyl figurines that are just going to collect and collect dust and not be worth anything. Thank you for watching. I hope this was enlightening. I hope this was controversial. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it's starting to click why, if you want to make money in the antiques and collectibles trade, or you just love this stuff and you want to be a knowledgeable collector, the first step in your journey is to get off of forums like this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.